the after Christmas video where I'm going to show some of my gifts, but also talk about my shoulder and my journey with that. Also, I'm going to show my ducky collection. This is not all what I'm about to show, but it's a lot. I like to collect things. Like when I really like something, I like to collect them. And I really love like Infantino rubber duckies. I will collect other brands, but they're so cute. They're just so freaking adorable. But anyway, but yeah, I'm going to start with my shoulder. So I've been sick like the last week or so, and so I started some physical therapy or PT for my shoulder, the one that got injured in the Navy in 2015. So it has been almost 10 years that I've been dealing with agony. I dislocated it and I tore the rotator and labrum. And the tears are still there. But yeah, basically I thought like, yeah, I've been trying to move it so it doesn't become frozen. No, it froze. It froze. It totally froze. Because I had a physical therapist like really, really wrench and work on it. And there are so many pops. And it was the pain was not yet to the level of my ovarian cyst popping years ago. If you don't know what that is, look it up. It is agonizing. And I also got a month off of work when I was in the Navy. I was bedridden and people acted like I was goofing off or something. And just walking, just breathing, just existing hurt. And yet I had to walk around with a cane. Like I could not walk on my own. It was that painful. So it wasn't quite to that level, but it hurts. Oh, it hurts. And it was super sore and inflamed like for like at least a couple days. And this was last week. And then earlier this week they did it again. Like she moved it a bit more. And so I have full range of motion. I can do that. Great. But there's a lot of pain back here. And I don't know if you know, but all this stuff is connected. All the stuff in the back and underneath the shoulder blade and all that muscle's connected. So not only is it that I had frozen shoulder, so they had to literally unthaw it it was very excruciating. But then just the littlest, tiniest bits of strength training with like no weights at all, just in general lifting objects, the muscle fatigue was really bad. I just zero strength. Like 2 weeks ago, they had me doing like pulling with a exercise band, and I had yellow, the smallest, the most mildest one, right? The easiest one. And on the left side, I broke that. And I felt so bad. I was like, I'm so sorry I broke this. Like I wasn't even pulling that hard. But this shoulder, the left side has been overcompensating so much. Like there is solid muscle on my left side, okay? There's like, this is just flab. The muscle that's there doesn't work. So yeah, I have full range of motion, but there's lots of pain with the muscle and the nerves, and my EMG for the VA is next month, middle of next month, well, towards the end really. So they can do a nerve conductive test. But yeah, in the meantime, we got the range of motion back. Yay, progress, but lots and lots of pain with the muscle, and it's really hard to sleep sometimes. Like the last couple weeks has been really hard, but the last week especially has been really hard. So far I've the progress, but I have a high tolerance of pain. Okay. I really do. Given my life, I really do. So it's when I'm telling you that it hurts, when I am saying that it hurts, I have a high tolerance of pain. So that means it really fucking hurts. And my tolerance of pain can be higher or lower than other people. So I'm not saying like I am like the highest level of pain tolerance. I'm not saying that. Just I do have a high tolerance of pain. So someone else's like I say it's a 5 and another person that's a 9 to them when they have like 0 pain tolerance, like it's or 10. Like that's the kind of grading scale we've got. Okay, like 5 is, but another person would be like a 10. So I may not be on the ground screaming and crying for some things. This one had me crying involuntarily. It really, really hurt. Is because they literally had to pop everything. Like they had to completely unfreeze a shoulder that has been frozen for almost 10 years. So that's what I'm working with. It's the pain is level at like 5 to 6 right now. It's been about an 8 to 9 for, you know, a majority of, you know, these 10 years. So but anyway, I want to talk about my progress. Yay, go me. I survived. Okay, so then I want to talk about Christmas presents. Now, most of this is me spoiling myself. I do go to a bookstore that they happen to have a Books A Million where I'm at. Like I used to go to that in California all the time. But so I usually go there, and then I'll get like a bag that's not see-through. So this happened to be the bag that's, you know, yay, Grogu. It's one of the many non-transparent bags that I've got. There are book bags that I bought because you can't have too many book bags because you can't have too many books. So anyway, I will get a bag and I will hand it to the boys, and they will go in the store. Usually I will pick out an area like, hey, pick a gift from here and look at the price tag. Try not to be too expensive. So they happened to give me a couple gifts, and they're really cute. I love it. So it was so it was Nightmare Before Christmas, and these are like glow in the dark, and it's just really adorable. I love Jack. I want to go get one so I can get Sally too. And then because they asked like anything else I liked, I pointed out a whole bunch of different anime and other things. So Demon Slayer was one of them. So they got me one of those little mystery packs, and I got Zenitsu. Yay! I love him and Nezuko. They're like my two favorites. If you read the manga, they are a bit more interactive with each other versus the anime so far. But they're adorable. I love them as a couple. I completely ship them. I don't care what anyone says. So they got me that. Now for the spoiling part. So I saw this, and I am normally not like into pink or purpley things, but it's like boba, and I love boba, so it's cute. And it's a plushie. I love plushies. They had ducky plushies at Walmart. I had to get the gingerbread one. It's just really freaking adorable, and I love gingerbread too. I like ginger stuff, like gingerbread, and I like to add ground ginger to things. So I will eat like ginger, like the sushi kind of ginger. I will just eat that. Like I know I will eat kimchi just by itself. So that's, you know, I don't like ginger candy though. I don't know what that is. Why? And then I did a gift exchange with some friends on Threads, and so they got me a tarot deck. Whoa, the villains. It's so pretty. I love it. Actually, I haven't really opened this now that I think about it. I haven't really. So I love it. I love it so much though. Woo, it's so pretty. I love it. Like this is the, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think this is my 4th tarot deck now, actually. So I have like 3 others. Yeah, so I think this is my 4th one. So yeah, I will definitely go through that later. But so I was really happy with this. And then I bought this for myself months ago, but so beautiful. There's like the CD in front, but oh. And this card I like a bit more than the last one. He doesn't look like what the fuck is going on like the last one. He's just like, yeah, what's up? He's so adorable. Oh my gosh. Okay. And I love like I don't know. I just love the photography in this one. It feels more magazine-ish than the last one. So I really like that. But yeah, I've listened to all these songs before, so I haven't even popped this into my little boombox. But I still wanted this for myself. So there you go. So I got that for myself. I I think showed this in the last one of the other videos, but I saw this while I was at Target. So this is Felix, and I couldn't remember the name of the owl from Sword in the Stone, but Archimedes. So Felix Archimedes. He is so sparkly and so just I love it. I love it so much. I love nutcrackers. So okay, putting that away. Now this one, I have been wanting something like this for a while. As soon as I saw that this existed, I wanted it. But look, oh my gosh. Yep, I built that fairly quickly because I was like, I want this right now. I also got Bloom on it just because it's blue and I didn't like any of the other kind of flowers that were offered, but I'll get this and I'll put it in there too, but I really wanted the roses because red roses are my favorite. I mean, I love plumeria and I love lavender, but red roses. So, and then because they're duckies, like, Bella's my favorite Disney princess. And I do love Ariel because I also grew up with her. Like, I love both of these. I grew up with both of them. This came in its own pack. So I didn't have to get different packs to get these two. They came together. So I was really happy. I was like, I did not have to spend more money to get both of these because I wanted both of these. Because they're just so freaking adorable. Oh my gosh. Okay. So that was like my Christmas gift stuff to myself. And then the gift that I got from the exchange. So I'm going to put this all back in here because I'm about to open up at least a couple bags of the duckies. I haven't brought all of them upstairs. Some of them are okay. When I mean I love duckies, I mean this is like a regular shopping bag from Walmart. Like, now I didn't get all these duckies from Walmart. Like, I got them wherever I could find. This one, I don't remember where I got this. I think it was like some dollar store thing or like Goodwill or whatever. I don't remember. But it's just cute because it's a chef and I love it. And then shark. Like a little nutcracker. And then this is like a doctor one. Of course, from years ago, the gingerbread, but now I got the plushie too. So yes. And then, oh my gosh, so many. I don't care what color it is, what style. I just want it. So we got like a unicorn one here. We got like a snow one. We got Frankenstein. I will get all seasons, like there's a party one. There's a skeleton one for like Halloween. There's a cute little, I think this is supposed to be like a snowdrop, gumdrop, whatever. I don't know. Anyway, and then there's also supposed to be like a skiing, another Christmas one. Oh, this is like, I guess I got this and like a painter one from the same place that I got the other one. Flamingo, fireman. This is like a poolside one. Another little sharky one. And then another unicorn one. Like, I don't care what design it is. If it's a ducky, I want it. I also have like a teacher one that's on the shelf, but I'm not going to get it because I don't feel like getting it. I was like, no, because then I'd have to put it back up and I don't feel like it. But then I got these and I totally forgot to bring them out for Christmas. So like I haven't even gotten the tags off of them. But here's like another one for cheer. This is like a Santa one. This is like a Frosty Snowman one. So Christmas themed. And then because they happen to have, I haven't seen a New Year's one yet. So this one for 2025, simply because it's different and because I'm going to collect it anyway. So I was really happy to find those, but I totally forgot to bring them out because usually I will put stuff in our stockings. This time I couldn't, like I was sick. I was really not feeling good. So Christmas, I didn't even put out any of the gifts or stockings or anything the night before Christmas like I normally do. So I had to wake up Christmas morning and tell the boys to stay in their beds while I hauled all the stuff downstairs because I had to rest the entire night. And even then I was up and down being sick. I was not doing well. Like I thought the stomach bug and all that was behind me. No, it was not. It was not behind me. So it took a little reprieve and then it came back with a fierceness and it was awful. So I was not feeling good at all. So basically I got everything downstairs and I totally forgot to, because I usually put stuff like this in the stockings or put them on the mantelpiece or whatever by the fireplace, or where a fireplace would be. I also, because I saw this as well, it's supposed to like go on your shoulder. It's so freaking adorable. Like I got that for myself because it's just, because it's like a little, like a magnetic thing. So I haven't even taken the tag off because I totally forgot. But basically, there, like it's, oh no, I got my hair. Oh, but yeah, it's supposed to, it's so awesome. I love it so much. Like, am I ever going to use this? No, but it's Deadpool and it goes on your shoulder. So therefore I must have it. I did. That was my rationale anyway. So yeah, that was Christmas. That is not even anywhere near the full amount of duckies. That's just what I found, like, that I gathered up within like the last week or whatever, because I was thinking about showing them in another video and then I totally forgot about it when I did the other videos. So I wanted to show that now. I'm pretty sure I've talked about my love for duckies and my love for like collecting cute things before, but I never actually like showed. I don't think so. I don't know. I have a lot of videos now, so I probably would have to go through my history and be like, which one do I actually have? Because maybe it's one of the nerd ones where I'm like, oh yeah, my nerdy interest in this or that or the other thing. I don't know. But yeah, so that's how I spoil myself. I mean, my dad sent some gift cards, which will help with groceries and other things. But otherwise, not many people really get me stuff. I mean, I have my sister on the other side of the US. Her and that family, like my in-laws, they're and her kids, like they're gonna send stuff probably next couple paychecks. And I have stuff for my sister, my nephew, my niece, my brother-in-law, and I will be sending that in like the next paycheck, because I mean, a lot of this stuff I've been getting throughout the year. So it hasn't been all like a big purchase right before Christmas. Like all the stuff was gotten throughout this entire year. So that's how I plan everything out, is I take note of the things that the boys like. And sorry, I'm like really I was dusting earlier and I thought that I would be done by now, but I guess not. Like I just got done being sick and then I was dusting because it was really messy and okay. Anyway, this is going to bug me. I'm sorry. But yeah, I take note of the things that the boys like. And so they were very spoiled by my dad. Like he got them Minecraft Lego sets, like a crafting table thing for Minecraft. And then like an RC car set. So it was like an Iron Man, Spider-Man one. So of course, 6-year-old, sorry, customary yawn per video. I always yawn every video. So 6-year-old got Spider-Man and 11-year-old got Iron Man. And of course they were immediately doing that. Actually, just tonight, 6-year-old was messing around with his Spider-Man one and like pushing it towards me, and I was goofing off like, oh no, trying to stop it with my foot. And then he decided to multitask and take both the controllers and then shoot both of the RC cars like towards me. I was like, what? Like I'm sitting on the couch. So I was like trying to stop both with both my feet. I'm just like, okay, I can coordinate pretty well, but what the heck? And he's just lying there like, I'm just, this kid's a genius. Oh my gosh. He's insanely smart already for his, like I'm in trouble. Like I want him to be smart. I want him to be smarter than me. Like I want him to go places because he wants to. Like I want him to be a critical thinker. But at the same time, I'm just like, you're gonna be that kid, aren't you? Actually, he's already shown his sass. Like, just a tangent real quick. So I'm on the couch and like he's my cuddle bug. Like he likes to sit up like right next to me and like cuddle, like just like sit close or whatever. And I jokingly like look over at him and I'm just like, oh, like, are you the cuddle bug because you're the baby of the family? And he's like, yeah. But the way that he said it was like, yeah. And then he added to it where he's like, this is not verbatim, by the way. I wrote it down on my Threads account. Like I posted a thread, like the actual words he used as after, right after he said it. So I haven't even looked at that thread. Like I forgot exactly what he said, but I did post it on Threads like right after he said it. But basically he was just like, yeah, I'm so glad like you can't have kids anymore. Like I can't. I got my tubes tied after, like he was born. So I had to have a C-section for him. Just because like I was having complications already. I shouldn't have been able to get pregnant at all so he's my miracle baby. My 11-year-old is my rainbow baby. Like I had him after a complication miscarriage. So like they're both my miracle babies. And basically I was told, if you have another child, you will die. Like, so you probably should not have another child naturally. Like so like I went with the advice of the medical professionals. And so I got my tubes tied, which I'm fine with. Like, I'm totally cool. I am amazed that I could even have the 2 kids that I have, and I wanted them. So, it's like, so I can't have kids anymore. I've already explained that to my kids that, like, hey, I can't have kids anymore. Because there was a question of why don't you have more kids or whatever. And I was like, well, I can't, not naturally. And that's fine. I'm totally cool with that. But basically, 6-year-old was like, I'm glad you can't have kids anymore, because he knows I can't. He's like, because on TV they said the middle child gets no love and I have to have all the love. And I was like, what is this shade my child is throwing to the imaginary middle child? Oh my God. And I'm the oldest. Like I'm the oldest child. Like I have a younger biological sister. And then like the sister I was talking about earlier in this video, she's my found family sister. So when I say sister that I'm like actually in contact, my younger bio sister, I am not in contact with you. I went no contact because she's toxic AF. Like it's really bad. So my found family sister is the one that I'm talking about when I talk about like my sister, or I do have another found family sister, and she's also married, so I consider him my brother-in-law. But it's so like I consider like, and I have another found family sister. So like I have found family like sisters and brothers, but growing up, like I have one biological younger sister. Like I was born as the oldest. So I am the older child that had to raise her younger child and basically just had to deal with that, always being responsible, blah, 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 like most 80s and 90s kids. So I was born in the 80s, grew up in the 90s. So like so I had to deal with all that. So I definitely have dealt with the older child issues, right? But so I don't know what it feels like to be a middle child. So, I mean, like, there are lots of people who joke around about being the middle child and being non-existent in the parents' eyes. Like, I don't know. I have not experienced that, but apparently something like that exists because 6-year-old watches a lot of Disney Plus, but also a lot of Netflix. So I'm sure there are a lot of shows that have a middle child. So when he says TV, he means Disney Plus or Netflix. Like we don't have cable, that we just stream, because it's just easier to stream all that stuff. So that's what we have. Well, also Paramount Plus. So I have those 3, but it's like, it's not, it wouldn't be unheard of. Sorry, I'm like really itchy here right now, but it wouldn't be unheard of if he watched a show that has a middle child that goes through that. But it's just, I was like, oh my God. Like I was doing like this internal scream because I didn't want to upset him with a sudden like kind of noise. But yeah, that's okay. Sorry, I'll go back on topic. I'll try anyway. We'll see how this goes. All my videos always go off on tangents because I can't, even if I have a script, I'm not going to follow it. Like my ADHD will not allow that. And then I'll get frustrated and try to get back on track because I need to have concise. Okay. Anyway, so I was talking about how I plan things out throughout the year. I'm pretty sure I said something after that. But anyway, so yeah, I do plan things out throughout the year when it comes to gifts and comes to other things. So I do take note of things that the boys like. Now they were spoiled a lot this year, not just because my dad getting them stuff, but also because I took note of the things that they mentioned that they really liked. And so I got certain items. Some of them were not exactly what they wanted, just because some of the things they wanted, they point to like a commercial, one of those ads or whatever from the streaming services, like, oh yeah, this toy, or, oh yeah, that. And I was just like, I can't afford that. Not even if nope. Mm-mm. So, so like I would get something adjacent to it. So like, for example, 6-year-old really loves Sonic. Like he loves Stitch from Lilo and Stitch, like absolutely loves Stitch, but he already has a lot of Stitch items, whether for myself or my, found family sisters. So I mean, like, he's gotten some of that stuff. Um, but he does also love Sonic, and blue happens to be his favorite color. Green is his second favorite. Well, no, I think it's gold and then it's green. So blue, gold, and green. So like I also tried to go work with those colors. But yeah, I got him some Sonic stuff. He definitely has really gotten into Legos, so I did tell my dad that, so he, got Lego stuff and got Pokemon cards for both the boys. So they both got their own set. And they got their own Lego set. So my dad like really spoiled them. But I also got regular Legos because 6-year-old was complaining. Well, I wouldn't say complaining, but he was upset. And he's just like, oh, I wish I had more regular Legos because I'm trying to build more around the Lego set that I already have. Like, I think I got him a miniature, like one of those really tiny Lego sets that's not too expensive. It's like $20 or whatever, um like those little Minecraft ones, or like other little character ones or whatever. So I don't remember which one it was, but it was a little character one. But he had built it already, and then he wanted more Legos to build like a wall or a castle or something around it. And we didn't happen to have, so I went and got the smallest bucket one from Walmart, which was $25. So it was still a lot. Like, Legos are expensive. Like, they were already expensive when I was a kid, but now they're really expensive. And I played with Legos a lot as a kid. Like, I built like rocket ships and a giant lion that was about as tall as me. I was really, really short though when I was a kid. So, I mean, it wasn't that tall. It was like 2 feet, maybe. It was really not that tall. But I still, like, I built things all the time with Legos because I had a lot. And so I've been trying to gift my kids with Legos steadily because I can't afford too much. But still, it's so like I would get things that my boys asked for. 11-year-old, he's really into art. So I found like a semi-used but mostly not used art set from Goodwill, and I was like, I'm getting this for him because it had like charcoal, it had like paint, it had like colored pencils, and like an actual eraser that hasn't really been used. Like it's been used like once. Like you can tell there's like a little scratch or whatever, like a little like small dent, but that's it. Like it's mostly intact. And the pencil sharpener, and actually a couple pencils that have never been used. So like it was mostly like not used at all. I think there was like a few colored pencils that have been used, and then like one charcoal thing, and that was it. So like that was really awesome. I got him this like sketch thing where it teaches you how to sketch certain things, so he's really excited about that. Got him both books that they wanted. Like when we went to the bookstore a couple months back, they were mentioning certain books they really wanted, so I snuck that in for purchase. So that, they wouldn't, like, basically I said, hey, can you wait over here while I go go buy some stuff? And I would take it out from this bag. So not the trip where they got my gifts. Cause once they put their mystery gifts in this, I literally don't look at it until Christmas or my birthday. We do the same thing for my birthday. And well, Mother's Day and birthday are kind of the same because my birthday's in May, usually around Mother's Day. So we kind of like, it's supposed to be like one gift to encompass both, right? But basically it was on one of those trips where they didn't get the mystery stuff. So I basically snuck in the books that they wanted in there, and they weren't too expensive, which was good. But yeah, and then like pretty much I hide gifts. I have 2 closets in my room, and one of the closets I literally put a bunch of stuff in front of the closet. And because the boys are the way they are, They like to be like little ninjas. They like to like try to grab things really quickly, but they can't move that stuff quickly and back. They just can't. They normally don't come into my room. They used to, because I used to hide candy in here when I wanted to keep it for myself and didn't want them to get in it, but they would still find it. Now I don't hide candy at all. Like, there's my snack thing in my desk for work when I'm not feeling sick. So I have like chocolate and other things where I'm like, I'm having a bad day, I need some chocolate. And then they have their own snacks and candy or whatever. So it's just free range. So they don't have to come into my room to like try to, like, I don't hide that kind of stuff anymore. I don't hide treats or whatever. I will just openly get them treats. Not all the time, but occasionally, oh, here's some treats. Here's a pack of cookies or whatever. I'm not going to hide them. They're just there. Now they don't eat them as quickly because it's not forbidden. But they can't sneak into my closet easily and get the things. So yeah, it's funny though, the way that they tried once, but I didn't have as much stuff in front of it. Now I've got like things that are not easily moved. Good with my good arm. Like I can move it easily. I can pick up 50 pounds with this easily. Like just boop. Okay. Put it above my head. Okay. Put it on my shoulder. Cool. Like I can, yeah, this arm is great. It's really overpowered considering that I haven't been using this pretty much for 10 years. But I can move that stuff easily with one hand. But even together, they can't move it very easily. So, yeah. So I will lock my door. I will coordinate things so that I can hide stuff if I need to. So not this next paycheck, but the next 2 paychecks. So probably the end of January. So I'm thinking like it's usually early February is when I start getting gifts for the next year. So I've gotten everything up to this point that to encompass 11-year-old's birthday, which is early December. Then there's Christmas. And then 6-year-old who's about to be 7 years old, his birthday is end of January. So basically I have to split gifts between these, and I will get a gift. So like when I give gifts to oldest on his birthday, I will have a gift set aside for youngest so that he has something as well. And that's just something that I do. I know that I've explained it to them that doesn't happen with friends. Like they might have little gift bag things or whatever for a birthday party, but they're not just going to give you a gift. So I have explained that is a thing that I do because I want them to be included, but not everyone does that. Not everyone is going to automatically balance between 2 things or also give you something simply because it's their birthday. So I've had to tell them and explain that, look, this is just something that I do because I'm trying to be fair to both of you, and that's just my thing, but this does not happen around the world, so do not expect that from everyone. So I'm already trying to set it up so that they understand how much I spoil them with this stuff. It's not super expensive gifts. They know that I cannot afford much. That they know that's why I have to plan throughout the year and budget throughout the year. So I get things when I can, where I can. And sometimes when people gift me with like gift cards or money or something like that, mostly my dad, I may use that to get a certain gift. Like I don't need much. I really don't. Like I do like stuff. So all the stuff that you see on the wall, you see like all that stuff up there, that is more than a couple decades worth, all combined. Like this is all stuff that I have been collecting for a long period of time. So like I actually don't need that much. And I periodically go through my clothes to see what I can donate and go to like clothing, drop-offs or shelters or whatever. Like I routinely go through my stuff. So these are cute, like knickknacks and stuff like that. And I do collect like the duckies, for example, and I have a lot of books, but I will cycle through, like if there is one of those give and take, like outdoor library things, we give books constantly. So I don't donate to Goodwill unless it's like an appliance type of thing, like I give books out for free. I do clothes for free. Like I give that to people. So like I'm constantly going through things and I really don't buy much for myself. I really don't because I don't need too much. There are certain items where I really want because it's just pretty or shiny or sparkly or just like, oh, that's Beauty and the Beast, so I must have. I really should have. I am trying to convince myself that I absolutely have to have, but it's too expensive, so I won't. But it's like I actually don't need too much. So I do spend a lot more on my boys and other people. Um but it is nice when some people like spend some money on me, but I don't need much, you know? So yeah, I budget mostly for them. Not everything is like toys or anything. Like when they were younger, especially certain toys or educational stuff, but they've really started to dive into, well, especially my youngest has been diving more into reading because he's actually gotten really proficient at reading. So I've been looking at more literature stuff, but in topics that he would like. And oldest is really into Minecraft, but he's also really into collecting Pokemon cards, but he's also really into art and drawing and sketching and coloring things. Like he really loves that. And both of them love Legos and they really love building things and creating things. So it's yeah, so basically like I've been trying to lean into their interests. And my dad did buy like a guitar and lessons for oldest, so we're going to start that soon. Um with like the local guitar center. So that's what's going to happen there. And then we'll see if he really takes it because he wanted to try. He's wanted for a really long time. Like he's been talking about for years and I just could never afford like an actual guitar lesson. So my dad did gift that to him for his birthday. So we're going to see how that works. And if he really wants to do it. And if he does, then he could continue that and I can try to work with my dad or try to work with my budget and just not get as many other gifts this next year so he can continue lessons if that's what he wants to do. Because it's not cheap. It's really not. And a single parent I don't get child support or any other thing. Like I pretty much have my paycheck and then whatever VA disability is, which is not much because they didn't award me much. Like I'm actually trying to get a higher percentage considering the damage, considering all the other issues that were not claimed that should have been. So it's like, yeah, it's a lot. So I have to kind of work throughout the year, but it means that I'm not stressing about gifts last minute. It means that like I plan it ahead. I may be impulsive and may fly by the seat of my pants half the time because of my ADHD, but my autism is like calculating. It's like, nope, nope. And I'm going to get the specific thing that you asked for or as close to. And if I can't find the specific thing, I will get you a gift card. I will get you money so you can get the specific thing because maybe I can't find it. Like I am really the kind of person that hates gifting something that someone may or may not like. Like I want to be certain that you will like it. I want to be certain that, and if it's going to be one of those handcrafted kinds, I want to be certain that it is something that you would enjoy. I do not like giving gifts that someone will not like because the few times that's happened in my life, I was really upset. I was more upset than the person that got it. So I really pay attention to the boys and everything they say throughout the year about what they like and what they dislike. So I pay attention. I do that with other people too, but I really, yeah, kids are expensive in general, but then, yeah. Anyway, so now that I've gone off of that tangent, if you celebrate Christmas or any of these kind of holidays, I hope yours was a good one. If not, I hope you just had a good time. And if not, I hope it got better for you or it does get better if you're still going through a rough time because not everyone celebrates. Not everyone is happy around the holidays. Not everyone is, into the holiday spirit or even into like winter is my favorite season. Autumn is a very close second. I absolutely love winter, but I also really love autumn. Like they are my two favorites. And I've said that in multiple videos, but like throughout the years, but I really love really love winter and I really love autumn. But I know that a lot of people may not celebrate kind of the holidays in this season or whatever. And there are people who do not like the winter for many reasons, or they don't like the holidays, or they don't like the whole cheery Merry Christmas, Happy Christmas, whatever, or New Year, or anything like that. So it's fine. I completely understand. So I do wish goodness upon others and like whatever they may celebrate. If you're going through a rough time, I hope it gets better in any way that it can. Because I mean, there are some people who it's their first holiday without like a loved one or something. So I mean, I I mean, like, it's really weird how grief works because now, years later, it's not as hard. Like, I'm not like crying. I miss them. I'm sad, but I'm not like as devastated like the first couple years from some loved ones. And then randomly in the middle of nowhere, I'll just start crying because I miss them. And it's like, it might hit me like 2 months from now, you know? Um, but there are some people where it's their first holiday dealing with that. So I completely understand because there are some people I was reading threads posts that they were just like, can we just not on the cheer? And someone was dogpiling on them for it. And I got really mad. I was just like, don't dogpile. Like, not everyone's going to be cheerful. Not everyone's going to be happy. And that's completely valid. Like, why don't do that? So don't be that person that kind of goes off on people for not being cheerful and not being like, I'm the kind of person also who doesn't like overly cheery people. Like obnoxiously cheerful, peppy 24/7 all the time. I can't do it. I'm an introvert. My body feels drained just thinking about being anywhere near those kind of people. Like, oh my goodness. Like I feel dizzy already. It's just no. So but it's just like there are people who get extra cheerful around certain times of the year. This might be one of them. So anyway, I was wishing good cheer on many people. um Across platforms, but also in text to people, like if it's rough for you, like I hope it gets better for you, or hug emojis like across the board. So it's only like the day after, well, I should say American Christmas, because other countries it's not just like Christmas like I'm bad at explaining things. Basically, there are people posting about how there are other countries that have like 3 or more days when it comes to the whole Christmas thing. And I was just like, that sounds nice. Can I please have more than just a couple days off? Like, I don't like doing the whole state holiday thing as a state employee. I kind of want more given what I have to deal with every day. That would be nice. I would like that. It's not going to happen, but that would be nice. So... So it's like, yeah, if there was another country, then why can't America? Anyway, so that's my after Christmas video showing some stuff. I was gonna do another video. No, I'm not. No, the time it's late. I just looked at the clock like I was gonna do another video after. No, absolutely not. Now I'm not going to. I gotta try to get to sleep is not going to be very easy. Not just because of the shoulder, like after, unfreezing it, it's kind of blah, but also because after being sick, this happens often. When I'm sick and I recover, another yawn, of course. After I'm sick and I recover, I deal with like bouts of insomnia. Like it's really hard for me to sleep because it's like my body is like, we need to make up for lost time. We don't have the energy to do this, but we need to try. We're going to fail, but we should try. Like my body is being like, hey, let's go do all the things that you couldn't do while you're sick. And I'm just like, no, I don't have the energy for this. Why are we doing this? But I was like, psh, doesn't matter. We'll do it anyway. And so then I'm just like this pile of blah that can't sleep. So that's what I'm going to deal with. But I don't want it like, I should try. Okay. Another yawn means I really need to go. Okay. Because now I'm like really starting to like, even though I'm yawning and I seem tired, I'm still not going to be able to sleep. Like I will close my eyes and I'll just be lying there but at least I can try. At least I can try. That's all I can do. I used to have a motto when I was younger, like, are you ready? No, but I'll do it anyway. Now it's kind of morphed into like, I can at least try. Like, I may or may not succeed, but I can at least try. I can at least make an effort. Some things I will not like no matter what, um, afterwards, but at least I tried. And I'm very proud of myself whenever I do that. Like, I tried, therefore I succeed in some way because I actually made an attempt. I may not succeed the way other people do, but that's okay because I tried. That's cool. So, like, I'm trying to be more positive about myself in that way. So, I will try the sleep thing, even though I know it's not going to happen, but I will try. Okay. I will talk to you when I talk to you, and I will do another video on another day when it's not actually really late. So, bye.